So now we're going to look at the five critical things that you need to consider before you start your business. Number one, write it down, get a pen or a paper. Number one, understand the value that you have to offer. Every single person on the face of the earth has a value to offer. There is no useless person. We all have talents, abilities, skill, experience. There is value on the inside of you. You have value to offer, but you need to understand the value that you have to offer. And if you understand the value that you have to offer, that is a clear guide to help you decide on where you want to, what kind of business you want to do, which industry you would want to work in. So understand the value that you have to offer. How do we understand the value? So you're like, Lady Shaiwa, okay, we need to understand that. How do we go about it? So first and foremost, you need to consider your gift. So under your number one point, and I said understand the value you have to offer. The first point A is understand your gift. All of us have gifts. And what is your gift? Your gift is that ability that you have, that thing you can do better than every other person. It's a skill, an ability, a grace that you are born with. Now, some of us do not understand what our gifts are. We can do so many things. We are so good at so many things. But there is, out of all the wonderful things you can do, there is one that it's like you were just born with it. You just know how to do it. When people are looking for how to do that particular thing and they remember you can just do it. That is your gift. You were born with it. Now, don't get me wrong. You can improve on your gift. You can develop the gift, but the innate ability is in you. So let me give you a quick example. For example, an artist. Some people just know how to draw. Give them a paintbrush and a canvas, and they just come up with something awesome. It's in them. Now, they can improve on the gift by going to school and learning a bit more about how to use different kinds of paints and the effect of the paint on the different kinds of surfaces and how to get a better shape or structure and how to input highlights and make it 3D and all of that. They can improve on that grace. They can improve on the gift. They can get better. But no matter what they do, once they just paint, it always comes out beautiful. They just have this knack at doing it. Now, if you give me, Lady Shayo, a paintbrush and a canvas, yes, I can doodle, I can do one or two things, but trust me, my painting is not going to get anywhere. Nobody's probably likely to look at my painting and say, oh wow, that was a masterpiece. It's likely not to happen because my gifting is not there. So what is that thing that people, when there's a problem, people come to you for? So you need to dig into your life from the day you were born until now. What are the things that you just find a natural ability to do? That is an indication that it will probably be your gift. What is when there's what do people come to you for when they have a problem? You might be an accountant in your office, but people always come to you when it comes to organization because you just have a way of organizing things very well. You know what to place and where to place it. You know how to arrange the agenda for the meeting and all of that, but that's not your training. Maybe you're an accountant, but people always come to you when it comes to this particular area. That is an indication that it could be your gift. So, what are you going to do? You're going to get a sheet of paper and you're going to write 50 things that you consider to be your gift. Write as many things as you can to think that, oh, my gift could be singing, it could be painting, it could be administration, it could be finance, it could be nursing, whatever you think your gift is. Get a sheet of paper and write 50 things that you think your gift is. Right. So that's number one. We are still considering the value that you have to offer. So the first thing is your gift. What is that inner ability, that grace God has given you? Remember what the Bible says. The Bible says that a man's gift will make room for him. So also ask yourself, what have people paid you for? What do people forget about your paid employment now? Of course, we know that you're getting a salary and you get paid for doing what you're doing in the office. But outside of the office, has anybody paid you to do something? I know of friends that they just went to a particular church to sing. And at the end of their ministration, people come and give them money to say, oh, you blessed me so much. I need to give you something. That's an indication that it's your gift. What do people willingly come to you and say, look, take money to do this thing for me? That is an indication that your gift is somewhere around there. So what have people come to you to pay you for, or to ask you to help them, or to solve a problem for them? What do people, come to you for? List all of those things down. Everything that you think could be your gift, list it on a sheet of paper. 50 things that you think you're not likely to get to 50, but just brain dump them there. 50 things that you think could be your gifts. Now, the second thing you're going to consider when we're looking at the value that you have to offer is your passion. Now, a lot of people confuse passion for gift. And motivational speakers have, confused us, and they say, follow your passion. Go with your passion. Go. Fantastic. Passion is great. Passion is good. But I always advise, don't follow the passion, follow the gift. Because your gift will lead you to purpose, not your passion. Now, what is passion? Lady Shire, okay, yes, gift, passion. What is passion? Your passion is that thing that you enjoy doing. You like it. You love it. You are ready to go through pain, sweat, blood, and tears to achieve it. You might not necessarily be gifted in it, but you are ready to learn. You are ready to train. You are ready to practice. You are ready to acquire the skill, because that is where your passion is. So, for example, I have a passion to sing, but I'm not gifted in singing. My gift is in making jollof rice, but I have a passion to sing. I want to sing on the stage. I want to lead worship in church. I want to join a band and sing. I have a passion. But if they play the keyboard, I cannot differentiate key C from key F. I am tone deaf. I don't have a gift. But guess what? If I have enough passion and determination, and I'm ready to go through training and singing lessons and music lessons and keyboard lessons, I'm ready to wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning and train and drill and practice until I learn how to sing. And guess what? I am going to nail it. I am going to be able to sing. And not only will I learn how to sing, I will sing beautifully well. Why? Because I followed passion and I went through the training and the blood and the sweats until I nailed it. And I'll become a fantastic singer. Oh, yes, I will become a great singer. But guess what? That person who has the gift of singing will just come from nowhere and sing. And the difference will be clear. I might get a Grammy award for my songs, quite okay, but I would have gone through so much pain, blood, sweat, and tears before I get there. Whereas the person who has the gift, doors will just simply open for that person without any struggle, because that person is operating in his gift. And if that person goes a step further to develop his or her gift, oh my goodness, it's going to be amazing. And I won't stand a chance next to this person who has the gift, because that person's gift is the gift that makes room for him. Doors will open for him because he's operating in his gift. I am operating in passion. So I will need to struggle and struggle and struggle a whole lot more. So where are your passions? What is that thing that you are ready to sweat? You are ready to practice. You are ready to learn. You don't mind going back to school for another 6 years to learn it because you have a passion in that area. What is your passion? Again, take a sheet of paper and brain dump them there. Look at all the things that you think are your passion. 50 things. Write them down there. So now, what have I said? First of all, look at all the things that you think are your gifts. Go back to your childhood days. When you were small, what were the things that you were able to do so easily without thinking? Go back there and brain dump every single thing that you think is a gift. Now, come also to your passion. What will keep you up at night? Thinking and practicing. Someone like me, I'm a night at night. When everybody's sleeping, I'm doing so many things. What are those things that you're doing at 12 p.m. at night when you should be sleeping? What that gives you so much enjoyment, even though you're not very good at doing it, but you just like doing it. You want to learn more about it. You want to develop yourself. You enjoy doing it. What are those things that you have so much passion for? Brain dump them on another sheet of paper. Now we go to step C, which is your experience and your skill. Where are your skills? So we've got gift on one side, we've got passion on another side. You see why we have confused human beings. When I was young, I wanted to be an astronaut. And my parents said, it's not going to happen. Astronauts, no way. You are not going anywhere. They wanted me to be an accountant. So today, I'm an accountant. Do I like accounting? No, I don't like accounting. But I'm an accountant. I am skilled as an accountant. I am a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants. I've been to 3 business schools. I've been to the University of Stellenbosch, South Africa. I have an MBA from there. I did a course in Harvard. I did an online course from Harvard. I've also been to the Lagos Business School. I did the advanced management program. So yes, all these learnings that I have, management, accounting, and all of the rest of it. I have the experience. I have the skill. If you give me a trial balance, I can read your trial balance. I can read your financials. I have several years of experience in compliance. If I can tell you where the problems in your organization are, if you allow me to review your processes, I know where the internal control lapses are. Why? Because I have experience. I have 15 years of experience. I have 30 years of experience. I have so many years of experience of doing certain things. Where is your experience? Because it's also a value that you have to offer. Where is your experience? Where is your experience in all of these things? So, what did you read in school? You read something, probably have a first degree. What was your first degree in? Every kind of experience. What did you volunteer for? Maybe in church, you are the the new members trainer. Maybe you are a trainer in church. Maybe you are an usher. Maybe you are in the choir. What are the extra curricular activities that you do? What experience do you have? Maybe you know how to cook jollof rice very well. Your own, and maybe you are used to cooking it for a large number of people. Maybe when you were in school or in the church, you're always volunteering. What experience do you have? Again, take a sheet of paper and brain dump everything there. Brain dump everything there. Where is your experience? What skills have you acquired over the years? Maybe you know how to do hair, or you know how to do makeup, or you know how to fix a car. I know some people, they just know how to tinker with electronics. If anything gets spoiled, just give it to them. They're not electricians, they don't mechanical engineers or anything, but just give them, oh, my phone is spoiled, and they know how to tinker with it and fix it for you. Some people are naturally technically savvy. They know how to take videos, they understand how to use apps. They have all the IT techie knowledge, which you and I don't have. Some people are good with graphics. They know how to design and create beautiful videos like this one and create flyers. And where is your experience? What can you do? You didn't train, you didn't go to school to learn it, you just learned it on your own, maybe. Or maybe you even went to school. Maybe you have a first degree in a particular area. What do you know? What skills do you have? What experience do you have? Brain dump them on another sheet. So now what you have three things. You've got your gift. Write all of those things where you think what you think your gift is. Your passion. Write down all the things that you think your passion is. And now after your experience and your skill. What experience, what skills have you acquired in your life over time? Write every silly thing that comes to your mind. Every stupid thing. I can cook moi moi, it's a skill. Some people cannot cook. Some people don't know how to fold the leaf. That you can fold the leaf, it is a skill. I have a aunt, she built a house from cooking moi moi. You and I might look at it and say moi moi, but the woman has built a house from cooking and selling only moi moi. So that was her gift. She can cook moi moi. She can't cook jollof rice. She can't make amala. But that moi moi, she sat in her seat of gifting and she cooked moi moi and she built a house from cooking moi moi. So, what is the skill you have? Whatever it might be, however you think it is, write all of those things down, on another sheet of paper. And then finally, let's look at your resources. So we're still looking at the value that you have to offer. So now let's look at your resources. What resources do you have? Now, when we say resources, most of us, our mind goes straight to money. Money is a resource, yes, but it's not only money. So in money, I might just as well mention here that if you're starting a business, before you tell your boss to go to blazes, before you get angry and say, oh, I've got a nasty boss, I'm going to tell him to go to blazes. Before you do that, make sure you have at least 2 years savings. You can pay your salary to yourself for 2 years. You can pay house rent for the boys among us. Well, okay, before they say that, it's not only men that pay house rent. Okay. Just make sure that you have enough money to carry you for the next 2 to 3, in fact, 3 years is better. So you must have enough savings before you get angry and tell your boss to go to blazes. Have enough money to pay yourself a salary, to pay all your fixed expenses like school fees, if you have rent to pay, other obligations, taking care of your aged parents, whatever it is you do. Make sure that for the next 2 or 3 years, you're not going to be looking for money. And that is outside of whatever money you want to use to start off the business, or whatever capital you want to use before your business starts bringing in enough money. That is, so you have try and have enough savings put aside. Yes, it's a tall order. That's why if you have the opportunity to plan ahead, you're very lucky. Some people don't have that opportunity. Not to worry, you can still make it. But if you do have that opportunity, if you are still in paid employment, I plead with you, don't be in a hurry to get out of there. Try and have enough savings so that when you start your business, you know that you're not thinking of salary, you're not thinking of school fees, you're not thinking of some of these expenses are not going to weigh you down. Okay, so now back to my discussion. I said, what resources do you have available to you? So resources can be anything. Don't Number one, your connections and your network are a resource. They are a resource. Of course, money is a resource. Your network, who do you know and who can help you in the time of trouble? It's a resource. Remember the woman, the widow, who came to Elijah to say that the creditors had come to take her children away and were going to sell her children. Now, God did not call manna from heaven and say, take. No. What did God ask her to do? God said, go and borrow from your neighbors. Borrow. One, borrow. Two, from who? Your neighbor. If that woman did not have a good connection with her neighbors, do you think they would give her any vessel? Some of us that fight with our neighbors, we're always causing confusion, parking in the parking space and causing all sorts of unnecessary confusion. That woman had to go to these neighbors to get vessels so that she could pour the oil out of. So, who are your connections? People within the business circle, within your social circles, your church members, your alumni members, the people you went to school with. Who are they? And are you in nice terms with them? Do you attend meetings? Because when you start your business, you need to start attending some of these meetings because you get a lot of business from your colleagues, because people do business with people they know. They are more likely to do business with people they know than with people that they don't know. So the connections you have, that's a resource. Who do you know and where are they? So do you have a building? Do you have space? Maybe you own a building and that building is lying fallow and is not doing anything. That's a resource. You can rent the building out. You can use the building for your business. What resources do you have? Do you have vehicles? Do you have other kind of assets? Do you have a computer? Do you have a television? What assets do you have? What resources do you have? Resources, so brain dump all the things that you think can be a resource, and don't limit it to assets and money alone. Connections, that is also a resource. The information that you have, do you have information or access to certain information? That is a resource, a key resource. If you have information, that I don't have, you can actually create a situation where you sell me that information. So what information do you have? What knowledge do you have that could be of use to somebody else and somebody is ready to pay for it? Right now you are looking at me because I have information that you need. And at the end of this video, I'm going to sell you a course. Yes, everything because I have information that you need, and you need the information to get you out of where you are to where you want to be. And you don't want to spend money wasting time and energy looking for what is not lost. You want to be focused and clear in what you want to do. So, do you have information that can be sold? So, what resources do you have? What are available to you? Write everything down. So, let me quickly recap. I said the critical point number one is to understand what value that you have to offer, and in understanding the value, that value comes, in four dimensions: your gifts, your passion, your experience and skill, your capabilities, what you can actually do, and finally the resources that you have available to you. Now you should have four lists. Obviously you can't do it as you're listening to this video, but after this video, go take out time and brain dump all these things that I've talked about. Brain dump them, and then when you have written the lists, by the side of the list, give them a score from 1 to 10. So if I write cooking jollof rice, for example, I cook jollof rice. Would I consider that as a very big gift? How many people have asked me to cook jollof rice for them? Maybe one or two. Some people don't even know I can cook jollof rice. So I'll probably score that on my list of gifts. I will give it a 2 because nobody has asked me to cook jollof rice for them. and I've never sold jollof rice. Nobody has paid me for cooking jollof rice. But if I say training and speaking, yes, I will give that a 10 because people have invited me. In fact, people pay me, even when I did not ask for money, people pay me to talk and to train. So for me, that's a key gift, and that's why I'm talking to you today. So I'd give that a 10 because people call me and they invite me. I've been invited to speak in different places. I speak at the Lagos Business School and I speak in at a couple of other places, and they pay me to do it. So yes, it is a very big gift. I give it a 10. So that's how you will assess all your gifts. What other abilities do you have? Write them and give them a score. And you now do the same thing for all your list of passion. So what passion do I have? So if I say cooking jollof rice, I don't have any passion to cook. If I have a choice, I will not be anywhere near the kitchen. No passion at all for cooking jollof. Cooking of jollof rice will not keep me up at night. Because why? No, yeah. So jollof rice cannot even enter the passion list at all. Not going to be there because I don't have a passion. But if you say I have a passion to learn, yes, I like learning a lot. I like to learn, I like to develop myself, and I like to pass that information on to other people. So that is a passion. I would write it in my passion list and I probably give it a score of 9. So do the same. Score all your passions, score all your resources, score all your, I said that, your gift, your passion, your resources, and the fourth one, your gift, your passion, and your experience. Yes, score everything, score them all, and at the end of the day, you find out that there are certain things that might be common across the board. So the ones that you've given a 9 or a 10, isolate those ones and then look at them. And then we will go to the next point that will help you decide on what kind of business that you should do.